Hello everyone, I am Avinash Pawar. Today we are going to study English subject of class 10, first poem Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. Let us first understand about the poet. He was an American poet. He known for his realistic depiction of rural life and his command of American colloquial speech. He frequently wrote about setting from rural life in New England in the early 20th century. He was only poet to receive 4 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry. Now I am going to read this poem. You just pay attention. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had read. So the title Dust of Snow means fine particles of snow. हे जे टायटल आहे डस्ट ऑफ स्नो त्याचा अर्थ असा होतो की लहान लहान बर्फाचे कण. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी लाइन बाय लाइन एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ दिस पोएम. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from hemlock tree. Here is a new word, hemlock. Hemlock means a poisonous plant tree with a small white flowers. हेमलॉक हे असं झाड आहे ज्याला व्हाईट कलरची फ्लावर्स असतात आणि हे एक विषारी झाड आहे. तर या कवितेमध्ये कवी येथे सांगतोय की कशा पद्धतीने त्याचा जो मूड आहे तो येथे त्याने सांगितलेला आहे. सो हिअर द पोएट वॉज अपसेट अँड ही वॉज सिटिंग अंडर द हेमलॉक ट्री. Suddenly a crow was also sitting on the branches of hemlock tree. And then the fine particles of snow from tree falls on the poet. So एक झाडा हेमलॉक ट्रीच्या फांदीवरती कावळा बसलेला आहे आणि त्या कावळ्यामुळे जो बर्फ आहे तो झाडावरचा बर्फ कवीच्या अंगावरती हा पडत आहे अशा स्वरूपाचा अर्थ इथे सांगितलेला आहे. परंतु हिअर पोएट युजेस the bird crow. He did not take any bird like nightingale, peacock, right? So nightingale, peacock, these all are symbol of joyness and happiness. But here poet used crow. Crow, which is a symbol of bad women. As we know, the color of crow is black, and the way crow make sound, which was also irritating. So here poet uses crow, which signifies depressive and sorrowful mood of the poet. So poet was not in a good mood, and so he described the dark, depressive and bitter side of nature to present his similar mood. So again here uses hemlock tree, which is a poisonous tree. He did not use any kind of tree like maple or an oak, a pine, which are all symbol of happiness and joy. But here poet uses hemlock tree, which again signifies the depressive and sorrowful mood of the poet. So poet was in some, his mood was not good. He is in some sorrow. So crow is not associated with the goodness. But here it is ironic that in this poem it is doing a good deed by shaking off the snow. इथं मात्र त्याने चांगलं काम केलेलं आहे. झाडाच्या फांदीला हलवलेलं आहे आणि बर्फ खाली पडलेला आहे. So in our life there are so many good things happen to us and so many bad things happens to us. But there are small incidents in my life, in our life, students, that changes our mood, that changes attitude. So this is the theme of this poem. Whenever sometimes we become so happy, sometimes we become very sad, and in that sadness also some small incident that take place in our life, and that changes our attitude. changes our life, that changes our heart. So this is the first stanza, which here poet mentioned that he was upset and he was sitting under the hemlock tree, and suddenly what happened, the crow was also sitting on the branches of the tree, and then fine particles of the snow from the tree falls on the poet. So again here Robert Frost did not choose to use an oak, maple or fine tree. Instead he chooses a hemlock tree, which is usually associated with poison. So here it also signifies the depressive and sorrowful mood of poet. We move to the next stanza. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. That is a new word. Rued means held in regret. So again poet here mentioned that the soft and cold touch of snow changes the poet's mood from sad to happy. He starts feeling soothed and refreshed. In this way, a simple movement proves to be very significant and saves the rest of the day of poet from being wasted and held in regret. So poet here says that some part of the day he already wasted, but he is now going to utilize the rest of day. So this is a small poem, and which signifies that small incident our life, and whenever we are in a sad mood, that changes our heart, that changes our mood. So this is all about this poem. Now let us discuss about the central idea. Happiness can be found in the darkest time. So whenever we are in a sad mood, whenever we are in a sorrowful mood, but there also we can find happiness. Inauspicious thing can bring happiness and joy. Sometimes we know that some inauspicious thing in life. So here in this poem, crow and hemlock, these are the inauspicious things, but that brings the joy and happiness in this poem. So one must accept the way with the nature chooses to bless us. So nature never curses on human being. Nature always blesses. So one must accept it. So this is the central idea. Now we are going to study about the poetic devices. Here first figure of speech, enjambment. Enjambment म्हणजे काय की एक थॉट आहे जो कंटिन्यू होतो 2-3 ओळीमध्ये, आणि नंतर त्याच्यामध्ये कोणतंही पंक्च्युएशन विरामचिन्हाचा वापर केलेला नसतो. तर आपल्याला ही सर्वच्या सर्व जी काही पोएम आहे त्याच्यामध्ये पहिला स्टांजा आणि दुसरा स्टांजा आपण जर विचार केला तर पहिल्या स्टांजामध्ये कुठेही फुल स्टॉप नाही, वन थॉट कंटिन्यू. इन सेकंड स्टांजामध्ये पण वी हॅव द सेम थिंग. सो होल पोएम इज एक्झाम्पल ऑफ एन्जॉयमेंट. सेकंड वन इज alliteration. Alliteration means what? Repetition of sound, particular sound. So we first see the example. Has given my heart. तर जे बोल्ड केलेले लेटर पहा, ह साऊंड जो आहे तो रिपीट झालेला आहे. हॅज गिवन माय हार्ट, पहिला शब्द आणि शेवटचा जो शब्द आहे त्याचं पहिलं अक्षर जे आहे ते रिपीट झालेलं आहे, ह, म्हणून ह साऊंड रिपिटेशन झालेला आहे. या अलंकाराला ॲलिटरेशन असं म्हणतात. त्याच्यानंतर या कवितेचा मधील दुसरी जी ओळ आहे ती सेव्ड सम, याच्यामध्ये कोणता साऊंड रिपीट झालेला आहे दुसऱ्या स्टांजामध्ये? तिसरी ओळ सेव्ड सम म्हणजे काय? यस जो साऊंड आहे तो रिपीट झालेला आहे. तिसरा अलंकार याच्यामध्ये यूज केलेला आहे कॉन्सोनन्स. ऑफ अ डे आय हॅड रीड. सो हिअर रिपिटेशन ऑफ कॉन्सोनंट साऊंड. विच साऊंड इज रिपीटेड? बोल्ड शब्द कोणते आहेत पहा बरं. त्याच्यामध्ये ड दिसतोय. पहिला डेचा ड, हॅड शेवटचा अक्षर अल्फाबेट ड आहे, साऊंड ड आहे, आणि रूटचा ड आहे. सो ड साऊंड इज रिपीटेड अगेन. So this figure of speech known as consonants. Then last, rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme is, look at the bold letter, bold words, crow, me. So crow, here rhyme scheme start with A, me, which is pronunciation quite different, means B. Again snow, crow and snow matches, so again here we can say A. Me and tree, so here is a rhyme, me and tree, so again B. So first stanza rhyme scheme is A B A B. The second stanza heart and part, so C. Mood, root, so here heart, mood, C D. Part, heart matches, so again C. Mood, root matches, so D. So in the second stanza rhymes are C D C D. So this is the rhyme scheme of the of this poem. So today we have seen the poem Dust of Snow by Robert Frost, which is brief poem. It conveys the poet message coherently. The poem shows how human judgment on certain issues can be misleading. So this beautiful poem which tells us even small movement has a large impact and significance. So the poet here mentions the crow and hemlock tree in this poem, which are symbol of depressive and sorrowful mood of the poet, but a small incident of falling some particle of the snow that changes poet moods, that changes poet heart. So this is the poem that now we discussed. Thank you very much for watching this video.